No shadowing. Property prices to fall despite anticipated interest rate cut. 6 year away, and we're at $1 million. At this auction, buyers are bidding cautiously. Please, if it's within your range, you've got to put your pedal up, you've got to bid. Let's go here this morning. Across the country, more houses are failing to clear at auction. First call, twice now, 1 minute, 3, 6, third call, last call. Bid of 60 has bid selling at salty. Yeah, congratulations, sir. But this sale shows despite affordability constraints, some buyers are able to squeeze in pin during a slowing market. Feels sorry to be honest. I've been looking market for probably last year, missed out on recently in a suburb not too far from here. Nationally, prices edged up just 1.1% in November and 5.5% over the year. Perth led the monthly gains, followed by Adelaide, Brisbane, Regent, Darwin, and Canberra, while Hobart, Sydney, and Melbourne went backwards. There's lots of indications that the downswing phase of this cycle is upon us. We've got rising stock levels and fewer buyers than this time last year. The clearance rate is also lower, and that's really good indicator of where the real estate market is at. So the combined capital cities clearance rate has been holding below 60% for the past 6 weeks. Interest rate cut forecasts for 2025 are expected to help this pressure for buyers, but it could take some time for that to flow through to property sales. A reduction in interest rates would help to stimulate buyer demand, put pressure on property prices, but unfortunately, that expectation of a rate cut seems to be getting pushed further and further out. In the short term, I can't see this weakening trend in Australia's housing market turning around. I think we'll continue to see declines in many of our capital cities and a slowdown in the growth rate for Perth, Brisbane, and Adelaide. Pushing into 2025, I do believe that we'll still have the incremental growth month by month, but we may start to see a little bit more of a balanced market as well. Well, it was an unusual plan. I would suggest in this so-called buyer's market, some people are looking to sell their homes without a real estate agent. Comedian Brad D'Souza tried that in 2023 by creating his own marketing campaign on YouTube, which included video poking fun at agent. So these were This got get look at your house. We got 20,000 views. Brisa people didn't take his campaign seriously, and he failed to follow up with those that did. He says he's made rookie mistake and ultimately had to call on an agent. I'm gonna take that to person that would have thrown away to the real estate agents and put together a little team. And I'm going to sell the house myself, just not knowing the market and when it's the right time to sell. I took photographs on my iPhone. Not a good move. But despite the experience, Brett doesn't want others to be deterred from DIY sales. I would advise sellers to just make sure they know what's happening in the market, make sure they understand the worth of their property, and they just follow buyers. Buyers who could have a better bargaining positions in the 2025. What more? At this auction, buyers are bidding cautiously. Across the country, more houses are failing to clear an auction. First call, twice not 1,000,006. Third call, last call, bid of 16 has been. We sell. Selling. Salty, congratulations, sir. But this sale shows despite affordability constraints, some buyers are able to scrape in during a slowing market. Bill's honest. We're looking market for a proper last year. Miss out on one recently in a suburb not too far from here. Nationally, prices edged up just 1.1% in November and 5.5% over the year. Perth led the monthly gain, followed by Adelaide, Brisbane regions, Darwin, and Canberra, while Hobart, Sydney, and Melbourne went backwards. That's lots of indication that the downswing phase of cycle is upon us. We've got rising stock levels and fewer buyers than this time last year. The clearance rate is also lower. That's a really good indicator of where the real estate market is at. So the combined capital cities clearance rate has been holding below 60% for the past 6 weeks. Interest rate pot Interest rate cut forecasts for 2025 are expected to help ease pressure for buyers, but it could take some time for that to flow through to property sale. A reduction in interest rate would help to stimulate buyer demand, put upward pressure on property prices, but unfortunately, that expectation of rate cut seems to be getting pushing further and further out. In a short term, I can't see this weakening trend in Australia's housing market turning around. I think we continue to see decline in many of our capital cities and a slowdown in the growth rate for Perth, Brisbane, and Adelaide. Pushing in 2025, I do believe that we will still have the incremental growth monthly by month, but we may start to see a little bit more of a balanced marketing as well. Well, it was a neutral plan, I would suggest. In this so-called buyer market, some people are looking to sell their homes without a real estate agent. Comedian British Susan tried that in 2023, by creating its own marketing campaign on YouTube, which included video poking fun an agent. So this word this got back people come to the house. You got 20,000 views. Bray says people didn't take this campaign seriously and he failed to follow up with those that did. He says he's made rookie mistake and ultimately have to call an agent. I'm gonna take that to person that would throw it away to real estate agent and put together a team and I could sell a house myself. Just not knowing the market that when it's the right time to sell. I took photographs on my iPhone. Not a good move. Despite the experience, Brett doesn't want others to be deterred from DIY sale. I would advise sellers to just make sure they know what's happening in the market, make sure they understand the worth of their property, and they just follow a buyer who could have a better bargaining position in the 2025.